Good morning, folks. Another video, another day. A nice, cool Florida day. Man, it feels good. For those of you who say this weather sucks, no, it doesn't. But on to the topic at hand. Just like I made a video last week for the fellas, about how we have to be better for the ladies. Ladies, you gotta be better for us men. I'm serious. Like 2019, like these days, we'll say this decade has been crazy, to say the least, when it comes to being in relationships and shit. And, ladies, you're part of the blame too. Y'all can blame all you want. Now, but before I even get started with everything I got to say, I guess I'm going to just make a disclaimer, or whatever you want to call it, that I am not sexist. I am not, I am an asshole, but, I'm not trying to be one by the things that I'm going to say. But again, I'm not sexist, but everybody is to blame for being broken, not being in a good relationship. I'm pretty sure the vast majority, if not all of us, have been in a bad relationship that has either broken us down, or allowed us to open up our eyes, not trust other people. The list goes on and on. We've all been there. But on to the topic, ladies, you are to blame too. You are definitely to blame too. You got to learn how to, some of you ladies. Now I'm gonna be specific with the words that I say, so I don't get fucking bashed by a community of women, because it's happened before with certain things I've said. Again, I'm not trying to be an asshole with things that I say, but I'm just seeing, based on experience, things that I've seen or heard or know my friends or family has gone through, and things that you just see on social media, because it's all over the fucking place. So, women, I understand y'all work hard. A lot of y'all do. And, a lot of y'all show and say what you want. But when you get what you want, or if something that you've been looking for is in front of you, some of y'all don't know what the fuck to do with it. You know what I mean? You don't know what to do with it. You get all confused. You get in your feelings. Again, this is some of y'all women. Some. You get in your feelings. You get hurt. You don't know what you want to do. You want this or that. And you got to realize some of us guys aren't receptive to some of that stuff that y'all want. For instance, materialistic things, or cuddling. These are just certain things that I know that's just important to some women. Cuddling, materialistic items, gifts, uh, going on trips and doing this and doing that. You gotta realize, like, for starters, us men, we gotta work. You know what I mean? We gotta work. And if y'all want nice things and certain gifts and materials and trips and shit, us men are willing to provide that shit for you. Now, just know, depending on the guy, of course, we may not be able to give you that all the time, okay? So if you always want to go out and do this and do that, and you want this new purse and this new perfume and this new pair of shoes and shit all the time, how about, guess what? If you got a job, sometimes you might have to get that shit yourself, okay? We got plenty of things on our plate, all right? We got to support our households. We got to support you. We got to support ourselves, you know what I mean? On top of the pressure that we get from work, society, you know what I mean? And being able to have our own freedom. We don't always want to fucking cuddle, all right? There's a time and place for that. Yes, cuddling is cool, especially when it's nice and cold out. Somebody wants a nice warm body, when you women want a nice warm big body on you and shit, and, watch movies and shit and eat and all that stuff. But, we got money to make sometimes. We got things we got to do. We got cars to work on. We got fucking weights to hit. You know what I mean? We got our own well-being and mental wellness to worry about. We don't have time for that shit sometimes. All right? Like I said, there's a time and place for that, you know. Now, I don't mean to speak for all of us men, but I know, some of us guys feel the pressure sometimes from you women. You want this and that, and you always want to talk about this or that, and then some women love to fucking argue. Yo, we're not all about that all the time. You know what I mean? We're not all about that. We would rather much just, for the most part, just sit back and chill and not do much. Yeah, going on trips is nice. You know what I mean? Traveling is cool. Going out to eat somewhere is nice, sometimes. But, it's like, come on now. Like, and then, there's the whole, thing on social media. Oh man, social media has changed the game big time. It really has. For instance, when a woman goes single, or she just got out of a relationship or whatever, or she's been on the market for a while, oftentimes some of you women will post tons of pictures of your fucking body, either half naked or just showing off your goodies, hoping for tons of likes. And you get those likes, and half these men just want to fuck you, yo. I'm keeping it real, Fellas, I'm sorry, I had to spill that shit, but, it's like, is that what you really, what you really want? And then most of y'all, the ones that are saying, oh, I want a good guy, I want to settle down, I'm tired of the games, I'm tired of bullshit, I want Mr. Right. Well, guess what? Stop posting yourself like that, all this Instagramming and Snapchatting and Facebook, it gets old. It gets old, man. And then all this twerking shit, it's like, come on, man. Have some class. What happened to class? It fucking flew out the window. That's what happened to it. It's no longer really alive. Social media has changed the game. You women think, or some of you women think that, social media is like your outlet. You can just post and plaster yourself all over the place, get dozens of likes or whatever, and hearts and all that shit, and then turn around and be like, ooh, this is what I'm gonna do. And meanwhile, you're getting screwed by half the fucking town. You don't, it's like, what do you want? That's my whole point. What do you want? You say you want the good guy, you want the good this and that. There's some of us good guys out here. I have friends who've been single for the longest. You know what I mean? And they're looking for a good woman, but it's hard because it's these same social media freaks out there and stalkers and shit that are just all over Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat, showing themselves off or talking crap, and and it's like, you want Mr. Right, Mr. Right wants you, but obviously something's not going to flow right because he doesn't want that. He wants a woman who's not going to want to have a million eyes all over her and hands and getting fucked by half the town. That's the problem today. All this attention seeking and attention whoring has got to stop. It's just fucking annoying. And again, women, I'm not coming down on all of you. Some of you, you know who you are. You know exactly who you are. And I go by the notion that if the boot fits, wear it, because exactly, whoever's watching this video or sees this video, and that's a female, and exactly who you are. This definitely pertains to you. If you want the good guy, you want to be treated right, you got to change yourself. You are who you attract. That saying, it really is true, for the most part. Sometimes opposites attract, but you are who you attract for the most part. Yeah, it's just, and then women, like after long, hard days of work and this and that, sometimes we really just want to disconnect. We don't want to be plastered all over our phone, texting you all the fucking time. Sometimes we just want to chill. Some of us, might have a couple of cold ones. Some of us might smoke some weed. Some of us might go to the gym. Some of us might work on our cars, talk to our boys. Some of us will just chill and play video games for a couple of hours, Sometimes we just need our time, to just kick back and chill. So we're not gonna, sometimes we're just not gonna just be wrapped around your finger, okay? Because some of y'all want that shit. Some of y'all want the man to be wrapped around your finger and want 100% attention 100% of the time, 24/7, 365. It's not going to happen. We need our time too. Chill with that. Yeah, it's just, like sometimes we just want our time to just chill and disconnect and decompress. That's the right words to use. Decompress. And hey, you know, you know, give us a massage sometimes. You know what I mean? You know, smile at us. Just give us a fucking kiss or something. Something to show that you appreciate us still. But you're still giving us a little bit of space. We don't. It's just something to just. It's common sense. It should be common sense. A little bit. You know what I mean? Then there's a time and place. We'll talk. We'll open up when the time is right, though. When the time is right. I don't know. It's just we're men, and y'all are women. It's never gonna be. It's just never gonna be exact common ground. Some of us dudes will, be 100% wrapped around a woman. I'm not talking down on you guys, either. If you're on top of your woman and she's on top of you 24/7, hey, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. Y'all love each other and all that shit. Nothing wrong with that. But some of us guys need a little bit of space. Some of us, want our women to not have a bunch of eyes and hands and then some all over and in her. You know what I'm talking about. It's just, and then we, when it comes to money and finances, yeah, we'd like to be the bread makers and, be able to do things for y'all. But, it's got to come, the time and place, it's got to come when we are able to do it, afford it, and planning out and shit like that. Because, hey, bills are only getting higher for us, for everybody. You know what I mean? And you got to worry about healthcare and everything else in between. So, yeah, it's just, yeah, those are really things I have to say. Hope I didn't hurt nobody's feelings. Wasn't trying to, but I'm just making a point. And that's all I really got to say. So, peace, y'all.